It's crazy how much we are inundated with holiday items right now. All of the holiday new releases and launches, the new sets, and the advent calendars, all in September. I know. We are nowhere near December. It is only September. We haven't even gotten to Halloween yet. And I know I'm not here to try to throw up holidays all over you, but I kind of am. This is when it launches, so this is when we're covering it. So what I'm going to do today is we're going to take a look at a lot of recent holiday sets that have come out, kind of some collections and whatnot from different brands, but we're putting a little cruelty-free twist to it. I'm not going to cover brands that are not cruelty-free. We are covering luxury cruelty-free holidays. So if that interests you, stick around and we'll dive right on into looking at what is out there and available for gift ideas and for just pampering and gifting yourself for this holiday season. And welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Cher. So I've been covering a lot of different beauty advent calendars here, but I've also got my eye on some of the holiday sets that have dropped too. I am a bit of a luxury girl, and of course you tend to see a lot of these collections and sets and whatnot at the holidays more amongst the luxury brands. In the past, I kind of covered a lot of them, but this year I've gone more cruelty-free on my channel, where I've been trying to really just kind of promote only cruelty-free brands. Well, that rules out a lot of brands when it comes to luxury. Unfortunately, there are not a lot of luxury brands out there that are cruelty-free. So we don't have as many to look at, but I thought I'd narrow it down for you and share with you what has just launched and us take a peek at it and go through the collections and kind of do a little yay or nay on whether I might pick it up or not. I'm trying to budget a little better. I've blown a lot of money already on this holiday season, especially all these beauty advent calendars. So I don't know how much I'm picking up, but I've definitely got a lot on my wish list. So let's dig into it and start checking out what's out there. I am going to start off with Westman Atelier. I have already picked up one of the sets. I'm considering going back for more, but let's peek at what just dropped in Westman Atelier. They are indeed cruelty-free. They are indeed expensive, but they are indeed so enticing. So we have what Gucci, it's Gucci Westman, you know, what she is calling a very Westman holiday for everyone on your nice list, including you. Yes, and I did pick up one for me. I think I have been very nice this year, so I was deserving. All right, so we have a few different sets. Now, there's already some sets out there from last year and that have been there that are limited edition, but we have a few that have dropped just for 2025 holidays. So the first one I'm going to mention is the Baby Cheeks Blush Stick Petite Trio. Now this one always sells out. It is always what is in demand the most. I think, honestly, this is what everybody thinks of with Westman Atelier, is the blush sticks. So you have this little petite trio set and it shows that it's sold out. It says coming soon. So there's a wait list to get it from this site. I did sign up for that to get back on it, but one of you guys actually shared with me that it is indeed at Sephora online right now. So I wanted to let you know that. And so I went ahead and grabbed it and ordered it before it sells out there. I can't promise it will still be there at the time that this airs because those little blushes go fast. But this one is probably the most coveted. Now it is more of petite sizes, but it's usually kind of the most coveted one. And you're going to get 3 little mini blush sticks for $60. So when you think about that, it's basically $20 a pop. Now, typically you could pick one of these up, say at Sephora, for about $26 for the petite size. So you are saving a little bit there. You're saving like $6 a blush, which translates to what? 6 times 3, like you're saving about $18 by going with this little trio set. So, you know, not huge savings on these sets, but you do a lot of times get a little bit more value by going with a set. And it's a great time to get it is with their holiday sets they launch. And just to give you guys a feel for the difference between their petite size versus their full, I have one right here in both sizes. So there's a little bit of a difference. I think the Full-size ones run you about $48. I do have one of the shades already, which I was thinking about it, and I thought, Cher, why did you get this set when you already own one of the shades in it? But this is Petal, and that is the shade right there. It is beautiful, isn't it? I can kind of blend it out for you here. These are really good at like blending down to a very natural just hue kind of from within. Now, it's not like highly pigmented. It's a lot more of like a natural flush, but it works really well over other makeup, both liquid and powder. And it's got like those skincare ingredients in them. It's not super like dewy or anything. It's kind of more of a matte finish, really, but just really beautiful. I love these blushes. So of course, that's why I went for it. When I saw it, that it was available at Sephora, I thought I'm gonna get it before it sells out. So that's gonna be one of the shades in it is the Petal. Then you're gonna have a nude peach couchette. And then a new shade, a berry flush jam. I'm actually very excited for the berry flush jam. I think this Petal one is definitely like kind of your quintessential, like most popular color a lot of people go for because it's natural. It's sort of that nudie pink. You can wear it on your lips too. I do it as cheeks. So it makes a great color for both. All right, while we're talking about the Petal shade, we have a whole line in just that shade. That's another gift set. This is called the Petite Petal Edition. This one, it also features the exact same blush and in the Petite also. Then you're also gonna get other things in the Petal shade. You're also gonna get a highlighter stick that's also in Lit Up Highlight shade. So it's still along that same color story, very like pink, but more supposed to be a highlight stick. And it has a glassy finish to this one. And then you're gonna go with a lip liner. It's a velvety lip shape lip liner. It's gonna have a matte finish, but same color basically. And then you finish it off with the Lip Suede matte lipstick. So all of these have the same color in that shade Petal. And you can just get these all as a set. So you can have both cheeks and lips, a blush, highlight, lip liner, and lipstick. So this one's gonna retail you $75. Now, to me, I'm like, since you can technically use the blush stick on your lips too, if you want that lip shade, just use your blush. But you do have a little bit different finish. I mean, in the lipstick, it's a little more of a matte velvety lipstick shade. So keep that in mind. And then of course the highlight's gonna have a little bit more glassy finish too. Now I also tend to like my lip liner to be a darker, deeper, like different shade than my lipstick color. So I wouldn't want the same color there either. So I wasn't as interested in this set either, but if you are a huge fan of all things Petal, or you just want the chance to try a few different things from them, but in a fairly like neutrally pinky shade, might be a good set for you. All right, but the one that I do have my eye on that I probably will end up going for it. But this is the Petite Lip Suede Matte Lipstick Trio. Ooh wee. And this is matte lipsticks, but they're hydrating matte ones. And they have ultra color. They say that they won't feather. Now, I do have last year's lip shades. So I can kind of give you a feel for what they are like. So hold on a moment. All right, so here are last year's shades, which by the way, these are still out there too. Whoop, that's falling on the line. I'll go ahead and swatch a few. So I have Dash, which is this gorgeous red. And let me tell you guys, when you put this on your lips, this stuff does not budge. It is, especially the red. I've noticed that it kind of depends on the shades. All right, the next one is Genevieve. There's that color. And what I love about these two is, notice the little heart designs in them. Just gorgeous. Now, these are the full size ones, by the way, whereas this set for this year is a mini. It's a petite size, okay? So it is gonna be smaller, but cheaper. These are going to all go for $60 total also. This one is Fluffy. And there you have it. So aren't they just gorgeous? These are like my babies. I need to wear them more, but it's almost like I love them so much. I save them for special occasions, and I need to stop doing that because I'm like, they're meant to be worn, you know, not just admired like they're in a museum. So anyway, love, if there's anything I can't recommend enough from Westman Atelier, it is their lip formula. Oh, love these things. So now it looks like in this year's mini set, we're still going to get a Genevieve. This one that I just showed you, which was that middle one. So we're still going to have that shade in the new little mini set. And we're going to have a Spanish red color called Ma Biche. Like my, we're going to keep it family friendly. And then we're going to have one called Elodie, something like that, if I'm saying that right. And that's kind of a mauve berry color. So I'm debating on that one too. I think my problem with these sets are that I already have one shade already from the little mini blush set, and then I have one shade already from the mini lip set. So for me, like, I'm having at least one repeat. Once again, this is a $78 value as a whole, and you'd be getting it for $60. So again, you are getting a little bit of value there, like $18 savings. $6 per lipstick. All right, then she also has the complexion brush collection. I have never done her brushes, so I am curious. This has 5 pieces to it, all full-size ones, all handmade in Japan, it says. Now, it is going to run you $295, so quite a hefty brush collection. I do love the packaging on everything. Everything is like white this year, so just very clean and sleek, and that's kind of the vibe and branding of the Westman Atelier also, is that very clean, like sleek, minimalist, natural look to it, which is something I'm so drawn to. But it looks like in this one, you're going to have a foundation brush for buffing and blending foundation. You're going to have a liquid blender brush, excuse me, blends liquid formulas. You're going to have a powder brush. You're going to have a baby blender brush, so a smaller one that blends cream formulas. And then you're going to have a spot check brush, so more like concealers and like more pinpointed, smaller, more concentrated application. So you have like all white bristles too. I'm not sure. Sometimes I'm drawn to the look of brushes. I just don't know. I didn't go for this one. I'm curious to try one, but I didn't want to buy a whole set. I'd rather try one brush and see if I like the feel and the way the brushes work. I'm very picky with my brushes. So I definitely did not go for the brush set, and it's not really on my wish list. All right, so that was everything for the holidays for Westman Atelier. Some of their holiday sets that dropped. So I'm going back and forth on whether to pick this next lipstick trio up. Since I already own one of the shades, I just wasn't sure. So that's the only thing that will hold me back. But let's move on now. Now that we have covered Westman Atelier, we will move on to the next cruelty-free brand, and that is Charlotte Tilbury. She has got so many things that she has dropped, and some of them look so enticing. So let's give a little tour of those. So of course, first of all, we do have her beauty advent calendar out there. It is the Beauty Treasure Chest. It is $220, 12 days of beauty, and retails you about $314. Now, I think I've advertised that it's out there. I have not gone for it, and I also haven't had a chance to bring you guys the spoilers on this one, even though I've been covering a lot of beauty advents. I'm probably not going to go for her advent calendar because it's almost all repeats for me. It's not the best value, I'm not going to lie. Hers are never like the greatest value on her advent calendars, but it's kind of more if you love Charlotte Tilbury, you know, it's your chance to enjoy stocking up on them with a little bit of a discount, you know. But we have that one, of course. We also have this other set that just dropped from her, the Pillow Talk Dreams Come True. Oh my goodness. So it's all things Pillow Talk. And just look at this packaging. How beautiful is that? All the pink. It is just, ooh wee. So it really draws me in. I'm probably not going for this one either. because a lot of these are repeat for me too. But I thought I'd share it with you guys. You're looking at $390 for it. It is pricey. It's got a good bit of things in it though. Um, and it is a retail value of $532. So you're saving a little bit. I don't know, we're saving what, $140 here with this set for everything that's in there. So let's look at everything inside it. You are going to get Lip Cheat in Pillow Talk. These are just her amazing, amazing lip liners. I have to say, like, her lip liners are, I've had some favorite ones, but I think her lip liners are like incredible and so worth it. They're up there as a top favorite lip liner brand. So I would be willing to spend the money if I knew there was going to be a lot of her lip liners in it. And of course, it's in her classic Pillow Talk shade. You are also going to get her Matte Revolution lipstick in the shade Pillow Talk, a full size also. The last one was full size as well. So your classic. And I will swatch this one too. If you don't know the shade Pillow Talk, it's basically all the Pillow Talk shade. You will also get the Pillow Talk Big Lip Plump Gasm in fair or medium, full size also. Now, I don't have that shade, and I did end up decluttering the Plump Gasm that I had because I did find that it was very stingy. I did not feel that for the sting that it was worth, like, I just didn't feel like it plumped that much. It just wasn't one of my favorites of hers. I will say though, today I'm wearing Too Faced lip injector, and oh my gosh, I'm not sure if I can tolerate this one either. I know it's burny stingy, but man, I forgot. I hadn't worn it in a while, and to get these lips, it's burning and stinging. So anyway, so that's one of them. But then she also has the Collagen Lip Bath in the shade Pillow Talk. This is one that I don't have and want. But alas, almost everything else in here is a repeat for me, so it wasn't worth it to go for this, just for that shade. But that would also be in a full size. You also have her luxury palette in Pillow Talk. So this is her little quad that has more like nude pink eyeshadow tones. Yeah, I am tempted now. How do I do this every time? I'm like, no, I'm not getting this. And then we start walking through it all, and I'm thinking, oh boy, here I go. Stay strong, stay strong. And you also got another little eyeshadow quad. It's Luxury Palette of Pops, also a full size. And this is a little bit more, it's also nude pink with a little more rose and peachy bronze shades. Very like full of shimmers. Really fun for the holidays. Then you have Eyes to Mesmerize in the shade Pillow Talk, which I do own. It's in my Pro Makeup kit though. It's beautiful, like her little liquid eyeshadows. Absolutely beautiful. You've also got a Pillow Talk eyeliner and the Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes Mascara in Super Black. In fact, I am actually using it and wearing it right now. This is what I've been using as my mascara. I do love this stuff, but you do have to be careful with it. It can give clumps. You got to be real careful and precise with it, but at the same time, it pushes up like it says it does. So I do really love this mascara. Okay, so it looks like you'd be getting one of the mascaras in Super Black and then another one in Dream Pop. Is basically like a kind of chocolatey brown color. All right, then you're also looking at Cheek to Chic in Pillow Talk, which is her beautiful, like, it's like a blush compact. I have this one too. I'll show you. And here it is. And you open it and you've got like a few different shades. You can kind of mix and match or do one at a time. But yeah, it's lovely, pretty powder blush. Then you have her Beauty Light Wands. You're going to get two different ones. One would be in Pillow Talk and one would be Pillow Talk Medium. Now, I don't own either of those shades, but it's basically her liquid blush, which is gorgeous. And it's more, the Beauty Light Wand is more like blushy highlight. And then the last product would be the Pillow Talk Lip and Cheek Glow in Color of Dreams. Yeah, mine is similar, but I don't think it's the same thing. This was her Beautiful Skin, like Island and Glow lip and cheek tints. Kind of looks like the same size, but a little different from what they'd have in here. All right, so those were all the products in that little vault. Was that not gorgeous? So still very tempting, but as you could see as I was going through it, there are definitely a lot of repeats for me. So it doesn't make sense for me to go plop down the money on this for all repeats. I'd probably be doing it more for the two little palettes and the collagen bath lips, and that would really be about it for me. All right, then you have her new holiday palettes that just came out. She's got two different shade ranges. The Hollywood Instant Look in a palette. You got a lot more like soft pinks in this one. And then the other one is going to be the Dreamy Bronzed Beauty. That's honestly the one I am really drawn to and want really bad. These retail you $69. I'm very tempted. So this is on my wish list, definitely. This may be something I pick up. We'll see. All right, we have other sets now. So you know, a lot of these things are just like gift sets. We tend to see a lot of her little gift sets everywhere. I don't think this is really that different, but these are just for this year, like new little combined sets you can pick up for the holidays. And they do make great like holiday gift ideas. Like you can get this cute little big lip plumpgasm in strawberry chocolate. And it's like a little Christmas ornament. You know, in the box, it has the little ribbon that hangs. So it's decorated for you for the holidays. You could get the mini flawless setting spray kit, just a kit of 2, you know, just a way to have like a little mini set and a gift idea. You also have her mini viral beauty icons, a travel size makeup kit for $54. So this is going to have 4 of her bestsellers. You have a beauty light wand. This one's in Pinkgasm, which is actually what I do own. This is it right here. I will swatch that. There it is. Isn't that beautiful? You have also got her Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. You have her Pillow Talk Matte Revolution, which I just showed you already, the lipstick. And you have the Pillow Talk Lip Cheek, so the lip liner. So that's a nice, cute little set. You've also got her little mini brush set. So this is the Hollywood mini brush set, limited edition, $62. I love the makeup case though. Like look at this little brush bag. It's this like velvet, very luxurious finishing on there. And yeah, that's gorgeous. So you've got 4 makeup brushes, face and eyes. There's synthetic brush hairs. You're going to have a mini powder and sculpt brush. It's got the tapered end on it. You're going to have a mini blender eyeshadow brush, a mini smudger brush for eyeshadow, and then the mini Hollywood complexion brush. So for your foundation and cream contour as well. I still don't think I have ever done her makeup brushes that I can remember. I don't think I have any of her brushes. So it's another one I'd be curious to try, but I don't want to get a set. Again, I'd rather try one at a time and see what I think. Okay, then what is really drawing me in are her lip sets. So she has, first of all, this Hollywood iconic mini lip trio and the little lips. I think it's just the lips. It's the packaging again, guys. It's the packaging. They get me. So you got this big like pink lips with a set of 3. It's travel size lip kit, and it's only retailing you $32, but they're little mini lipsticks. So make sure you know that. And they're going to come in that little tin. I have a feeling the tin is probably way smaller than it looks in the picture. I think that's where they get us. But you're going to get Icon Baby. It's going to be a warm nude rose, 90s pink, which is a warm rose pink, and then Rose to Fame, a soft mauve rose shade. But of course, this is the one that's drawing me in, and that is the expensive one. Of course, this is the one I want. This really is on my wish list of what I'm considering. It's the Hot Lips bag. Isn't that so cute? This, again, the packaging, this lip-shaped velvet thing. But these are full size. So it's a trio set of lipsticks in the full sizes. They're all her matte lipstick formula. They run you $105 though. So one's going to be in red carpet. That is really what's getting me, is that red. The Mi Kiss and the Pillow Talk. So of course, one of these is already a repeat for me. You know, I've got one of my own, one in my pro makeup kit too. Like, I don't need more Pillow Talk shades. So again, it's the fact that I keep getting repeats for me, but then the packaging's drawing me in. So it's like, I really shouldn't go for this. It doesn't make sense for me yet again. And just so you know, you're not getting a deal on this, because a Pillow Talk lipstick in and of itself, or you know, one of these lipsticks is going to be like $35. So 35 times 3, you're at 105. So don't do this for the discount. This is not getting you a discount on some of these sets. This is simply for packaging and the holidays. It's just packaged real pretty for a gift. That's it. All right, you do have another Pillow Talk one. You got the Pillow Talk icons on the go. So this is like a little mini version of that big vault that we had. It looks like you're going to get the lip liner, the mascara, the lipstick, and an eye to mesmerize. And it looks like $55, which is worth a retail of $85. So that might be your chance to get some of these classic things for a little less. She's also got a couple of her fragrance ones out there. I'm not going to lie, I'm not huge on her Fragrance of Emotions collection. I did the whole set. I got the sampler set. I ended up only keeping one. I decluttered everything else. They're odd. They're kind of hippie scents. I liked Joy or Joyphoria, something like that, and everything else, meh. But you could get a little collection of them, a little, it's got a set of 4. Or you could get her little travel size, the light wands by themselves, the little cheek kit, just a set of 2 for $32. It looks like she has a new shade in a new fragrance though in her line, the Star Confidence. After having tried all of them, I don't really want to go for it, and it retails you $150. This one's a warm floral fragrance, enhances feelings of confidence. So, okay. Interesting. I might have to smell it next time I'm in store. You've got the Pillow Talk Iconic Lip and Cheek Kit, where you could get just the Plumpgasm, the Light Wand, and a little lip liner, but they're like little minis. Or you could do the Charlotte's Magic Cream Forever set. I definitely love her Magic Cream. This is going to be $135. So it comes with her moisturizer. It's a 50 ml. I do own it, but I've got it in my bathroom. And then you're also going to get a refill capsule with it. That's what it kind of includes. So a way to get a little bit of a discount, but we're not talking huge savings here. You could do Pillow Talk Mini Glossy Lips Duo. You're going to get a lip gloss and lip liner. So, you know, different sets and versions. You've got the Super Nude Spotlight Lip and Cheek Kit. With that Star Confidence new perfume, you could get like the full size and a travel spray as a perfume gift set for $100. Or you could just get her makeup bag, the Makeup Bag of Dreams, which I'm loving the look to her bags. That's absolutely gorgeous and stunning. So I think we've gone through a lot of the sets that are out there. So that kind of covers Charlotte Tilbury. Lots of things there. I mean, she dropped a lot, and whew, they look so good. I think if everything wasn't repeats for me, I'd go for more. All right, let's talk Chantecaille for a moment. Now, I do not own a whole lot of Chantecaille at all. I really only own like 2 things from them. So this was the year I really wanted to do more, and I love what a lot of their brand stands for, but they are, of course, very pricey, very pricey. They have dropped a few things for the holidays. They're not really sets like these other ones were, like gift sets. It's more their holiday collection. So we have a couple of blushes, a couple of eye lumières, which are like their kind of liquid eyeshadow toppers, and lipstick. They look beautiful on the packaging with this like sparkles on the top. They almost look like little raindrops. It's the like crystalline collection. You've got the Radiant Blush as one of them, and it's just this very like light pink, beautiful and glowing, but we're talking a retail of $105. I have a hard time putting down the money. $105 for a blush. This is a lightweight powder blush that gives the cheeks a luminous flush with a pearlescent sheen. That is one thing that I always see with Chantecaille, is it's this very pearlescent sheen look to everything, I've noticed, honestly. So I've definitely wanted to do more. It's really beautiful, but it's also very like natural and subtle too, and not always my shades that I'm looking for, I think. But this is your limited edition blush. It is absolutely gorgeous on the packaging. And then we have the light blush, a little more of a highlight. Powder blush here, it gives more of a luminous shimmer. And then we have the lip cream in Barberry, a clot crystalline collection as well. So this lipstick, beautiful, but I'm absolutely drawn to the shade for sure. I mean, I might try a lipstick. $55 for this lipstick. I can stomach that a little bit more. I don't know why. It's sort of this rich red, but in a berry shade, very like lip cream. So I wouldn't mind trying it. I have like more of a lip balm, and it doesn't show up very much. So I'd love to try an actual lipstick formula from them. And then of course this Eye Lumiere, these run you $45, and you got a few different shades. Tulle, which is like a rose color. You've got Cremant, which is a creamy champagne pink. And you've got Marron Glacé, a truffle brown. And these are just very like creamy, pretty like eye looks that make the eyes pop. I think the eyes definitely are the most holiday-like in my opinion, but everything's very like light, like very pink themed. So interesting. Yeah, so that's kind of a look at Chantecaille, what they've got for the holidays. Then we, of course, have Hourglass. This is late because Hourglass, their collection's already come out. Everybody's already got it, but there's not a lot of cruelty-free, but this is one of them. So we need to talk about it because this is probably the biggest to do and stink everybody's made so far is on the Hourglass collection. So of course this year you had like 3 different palettes. You have the deer, you've got the swan, and you've got the fox. So the deer is more for your light tone folks. The swan is your sort of medium shade ranges, and the fox is your deep toned folks. And of course, all these run you $94. It's your typical, what they do at the holidays. They've got their 6-pan. You're going to get your bronze, some blushes, a finishing powder, and a highlight. Yeah. And of course, I tend to use mine like these for eyes as well. I'll put them on the eyes. I make it as versatile as possible. Now, what is nice is I think you can now customize yours. So they do have it on their website where you can pick which palette that you want. Instead of having to go with their curated picks for you, you can come in here, you can choose the cover you want. If you want to go with the horse or the deer or the fox or the swan. So yes, the horse is on here too. You can do that. So you can choose one of the 4 for your artwork, and then you can choose your own palette, and you can mix and match which curation you want with which artwork. So you're not stuck with, you know, if you, for example, really want the fox, but you don't want the deep skin tone shades, then you can just choose the fox and match it with the lighter shades or something if you want. So that's fantastic. So you can do that on their website, and it's again going to be $94 if you go ahead and customize it. Now they also have the brushes too. So they're little dual-ended brushes, and each of them has artwork as well. So you can add on one of these brushes. You can either just do it on its own and just add it with it, or they do have some sets already made out there. They've got one set that includes a palette with a brush and the mascara and the Phantom lip gloss, or lip balm is what it is. Or you can get a separate one that's just a lip balm and lip liner, or you can get this brush set, which looks fantastic. Very tempting because I Love Hourglass brushes. That is one area where I'm willing to plop down the money, unfortunately. So still is on my wish list. I did not go for the Hourglass yet. I was going to do it, and then I just got held up because I had so many beauty advent calendars I was looking at. Still on my wish list though too. It's something I'm mulling over. So from everything I've presented today, all of these are sort of ones I'm eyeing and trying to mull over what I'm going to get, or if I'm getting like one thing from each line, or stick with one line and do a whole bunch of sets. I don't know yet. But these are all things that have been on my list for sure. So that wraps it up for today. We didn't cover a lot of brands because, again, there's not a lot of luxury, cruelty-free beauty lines, but I really wanted to highlight them because I really want to bring you guys what I think is the best of beauty from luxury, and sort of, I don't want to say reward, but yeah, really reward and kind of support and show the luxury brands, hey, we want more of this. We want cruelty-free. So yeah, let me know if you have your own eyes on any of these, if you've picked any of these up, and which ones you're interested in. Hopefully some of my swatches helped. I definitely have the Westman Atelier on the way, so I'll share that with you when it gets here. But any other ones I pick up, I'll definitely be bringing and sharing as well. So you don't want to miss it all. If you want to see more cruelty-free beauty spoilers, curations, more holiday beauty, more advent calendars, all of the reviews and curations and spoilers that we do here, you don't want to miss it all. You want to pop the subscribe, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Bye.